Welcome, Libra Scorpio, to your mid-month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you in the mid-month. This message. The Temperance, she just like fell right into my hands. Okay, we got the Temperance coming out. There is a little impatience going on at this time. Could be with you or someone around you. Whether or not, you know, they're really impatient with, maybe they were impatient with you. Okay, take that how it resonates. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so clarifying on the Temperance. This card won't only clarify on the Temperance, but the entire reading is commitment. So maybe they're impatient to wait for you to sign some paperwork, actually be within a commitment. Maybe they're waiting for you know, maybe you're waiting for them to commit, or they're waiting for you to commit, or it could have anything to do with documents, whatever the commitment is, right? Let's see what's going on. Just feels like they're committed to do something, and you or them is very impatient, so keep it there. Got the present power coming in the present, behind the mask in reverse, the recent past, and transformation coming in the near future. So there is something that is transforming in you know, around you in the near future outcome, possible outcome over here. So with the behind a mask over here, it does feel like something was hidden, but I do feel, because it's upside down now, that it has now come to light. So whatever, maybe they thought they were hiding something. It feels like they might have thought that they were hiding something, but you figured it out, and you're not feeling like you're out in the cold anymore now that you figured this out. It does feel like they may have been trying to neglect a situation by trying to hide behind some kind of mask or mask a situation, which is not truthful, right? Hidden. The Knight of Cups, there's the commitment. So maybe they were not committed to do this situation. There's the commitment there. They're not committed to do this. It feels like, you know, they were, like I said, kind of hiding the situation, masking the situation, not wanting to do what was needed to be done. And it kind of made things kind of fall through, is what it really feels like. Things just may have either unraveled. However it is, it just feels like they neglected the situation. They were supposed to do this, whatever this commitment is. With the present power over here, it's like now you're holding the power. Even though there's some impatience to get this commitment done, you are taking all the action within the situation with the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, yeah. You're definitely looking at your resources and looking at everything that you have that has to be done within the situation, and really nurturing this situation, because it does feel like maybe they dropped the ball, or they were trying to hide other things, or something was, you know, neglected to get done. So it's now put into your spot. You are doing this. I think that you kind of lost patience with them, and that's what it really is feeling like now, to get this commitment done. It's almost like you're kind of learning about the situation, and maybe even watching their actions to see what's going on. I also feel like, though, they may be even watching you to see if you come up with the resources, if you come up with a solution, are you going to get this done, with the Knight of Swords. It could be some kind of contract that had to do with a house sales, a family member, love. However, whatever the commitment was, it was something that literally has to do with keeping the peace and the passion going. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it has something to do with the household, the family itself. A contract, maybe rental agreement, maybe a contract to make the mortgage go down, something like that for somebody. I literally do see that. With the Nine of Pentacles upside down, they don't see how you're going to get this done. They would rather watch you try to get the situation done than actually take any action and travel towards helping you with the situation. I don't, and maybe it's because they didn't know what to do in the first place, right? Maybe you put it in the hands of someone else, and maybe the only reason they dropped the ball and neglected the situation is they didn't have any idea what they're doing. You're having peace of mind about the situation and keeping all the strength and courage to get this done. There is a huge reward coming out of the situation, but you have to get out of the conflict first. So it does feel like who's ever watching this or doing this with you, there is some kind of confrontation going on within the situation. You might even be a mind over matter situation, but you do have the Ace of Pentacles, so something rewarding will come out of this. But I think you know that. But I think the impatience of this situation is what's keeping everybody kind of on edge, especially you at this time. Putting a lot of work and hard focus into the situation, but you're seeing that it's right now in the present, it's just moving so slow. But at least it's persistently moving. At least it's not upside down saying, well, I'm not moving at all. It is slow to see anything come out of it, right? But you're definitely going to get the Ace of Pentacles. It's just you have to wait for this. You have to wait for this situation to come through, which is very slow. So he is holding the pentacle and it's saying, yeah, I got the reward for you, but you got to wait. There's the impatience. I wish you'd hurry up. Yeah. So it's almost like you need to separate yourself from fragmenting the energy, my friends, and just kind of separate yourself from overthinking the situation, because obviously it's going to come at its own time. It's doing what it's doing. It's just that otherwise it's going to kind of drive you crazy. And it's kind of unhealthy for your mind, because it is going to drive you insane, right? Yeah, because it's just going to be more like chaos and overwhelming as you're sitting kind of impatient, right? And since it is moving at its own pace, you're not going to be able to make it move any faster, so you're just going to overwhelm yourself with, being impatient towards waiting for this. So I would just say, don't give it too much energy, just kind of let it go with the flow, because it's kind of driving you batty over here for some of you. Or your partner, however. Because, maybe it's you telling them, hey, you know what, you need to settle down. So take it how it resonates, right? With the Page of Wands over here, it's like the transformation is coming, and it is certainly traveling towards you. And, you can see it doing so. It's just, hey, look, with the Five of Swords, I just feel like somebody feels like it's not moving where it needs to be. They still feel like there's still something missing. They feel like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they feel like this is like they're entitled to get what they want at this certain moment in time when it comes to this commitment. Either that or there's some kind of disagreement within the situation. And maybe it's because they are being impatient. Or maybe they, want to fight the situation. Well, because see, you had the discord over here and the frustration and a little bit of conflicting issues going on with someone, right? And it looks like it could be a Gemini or a Libra or whoever this person is. But they definitely see it coming in too, but it almost feels like they're trying to fight for it, but they can't fight to make something go faster. Yeah, exactly. But they're also kind of fighting because they don't see the progress yet. But Spirit says over here, no, you have the reward coming in. It's just that because it's taking a little bit long, now they want to kind of cause a little issue over here because they don't see it. But I kind of think that this is the person who was supposed to do it in the first place, who's now coming back around and saying, well, I thought you took care of that. How come it's not here? Be patient. Yeah, they don't see any happiness or reward, so they're trying to cause some kind of conflict going on. They think that the truth behind the matter is they believe it's unjustified. They really want this to go through, but they feel like what's going on is not fair. There's no fairity to the situation. It's not balanced. They may even believe that there's something still going on within the situation. So this keeps them in a depressive mode. I just think that they want this situation to kind of snap the fingers and have it done, and it's just not the way it is. The change is coming within the Wheel of Fortune. With the Ace of Cups, they just have to see and wait for the fresh new start for everything to it's kind of like it's overloading itself. It's almost like it's getting a download. I don't know. It's kind of like waiting for a computer to upload this huge, huge file. That's what I keep seeing. Like, you know what? It's uploading, but it's uploading this and then it's uploading that. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's a contractor or something. You guys are trying to sell a house for some of you. And so all of a sudden it's not going through yet. So maybe this person over here is upset thinking that you guys are not going to sell the house to this person. They're not signing the paperwork or something. That's definitely for someone. But whatever is going on, everybody has their own story. You know, whatever doesn't resonate, throw it away. You know, you have your own story. I mean, you know, if it resonates on certain areas, you know, but just my examples don't have to resonate. If it doesn't resonate at all, you can go watch another video. You know what I mean? But with the Page of Pentacles over here, it's saying, hey, well, no, because I don't see it at service yet. Well, no, you're not going to see it at service yet. Whatever you guys are doing, you have to wait for them to come to offer the Pentacle. The Pentacle hasn't been offered just yet. It's still going through a balancing system. It's still weighing itself. It's still doing and juggling and doing what it's supposed to be doing. I feel like, you know, it's still going through a process, right? It still has some kind of process. Maybe you guys are buying a house and maybe they're waiting for you guys are waiting for the feedback from the owners or something. So you're waiting for them to, you know, accept this money offer or whatever. Like I said, you still have the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit says you're still waiting for that and you will have the blessing. And then you do have the Wheel of Fortune for the change and the Ace of Cups. So you definitely, this will go through. It's just that I see that one of you is very positive and the other one is very negative. And that's actually causing kind of an imbalance in your own relationship or however this is, right? But yeah, oh, you got the World. So definitely you do have one going the other. You just have to wait for the movement. There's more movement coming. You just have to do so. And it does feel like you're in a nostalgic kind of feeling right now because maybe this is something you wanted for a very long time. This is something that, you know, you've dreamed of, something that you've wanted since childhood. You know, if I'm owning a house, is something I'm very nostalgic about. So however it is, it does feel like there's a lot of nostalgia going on about this situation. Excuse me, whatever the situation is. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.